Great work to him. Right now, Hurricane Ian is a Category 1 storm heading straight for the South Carolina coast. It's expected to make landfall again in the coming hours. Gerard is in the NewsNation Weather Center, breaking down the exact track and timing for this round 2.
Hey, good morning, guys. Incredible pictures that we were seeing from Xavier, but now we still have to worry that Ian's still tracking out here towards South Carolina. Still Category 1 hurricane, 85-mile-per-hour winds sustained. We're going to see it continue to head straight into the South Carolina coastline, somewhere between Charleston and likely Myrtle Beach. This is the Bulls Bay area near Georgetown. And that is luckily not the most populated part of the state, but we're still going to see impacts in those areas. Hurricane warnings up and down the coast here, which stops just short of Savannah, Georgia, with tropical storm warnings on the inland areas. The storm continuing to move in sometime around midday to the early afternoon. Most of the rain's out ahead of the storm center, and the wind will still be wrapping around with it. So we've got a lot of impacts that are still going to be felt, but nothing to the extreme that we saw down in South Florida. All right, so storm surge, one of those impacts. We're going to be seeing it up and down still the coast here, but mostly focused towards South Carolina. Upwards of 4 to 7 feet. It may not quite get to that extreme. At the very least, you need to expect up to 5 feet of storm surge up and along, but 1 or 2 spots could approach some of those areas a little more than that. The wind field is huge now. It really expanded in size. While the hurricane force winds are very small, the tropical storm force winds are over 500 miles in diameter. So it is going to be felt across several states until it finally weakens down a little bit. And then we still have, again, the wind gusts with that. So mostly we'll see tropical storm force wind gusts late this morning into the early afternoon. We'll start to see it step down from here on out because the storm's going to begin to weaken as soon as it gets on land. All right, wind is one factor. Yep, the storm surge is the other. We have to continue to be watching also for the potential for power outages with the wind, and that's going to be mostly scattered with maybe a couple spots with more widespread closer to where that more hurricane force winds are going to occur. Then the last is the rain. 3 to 5 inches of rain possible. There will be some spots of flooding here, and the flash flood risk is a level 3 out of 4 for mostly parts of eastern South Carolina, central North Carolina, parts of southern Virginia today. More impacts, but thankfully to a lesser degree. Mostly it's just the really susceptible folks along the coastline of the Carolinas that need to get out of the way of the water, of course, but the rest of them just need to stay put and let the wind go by.
Gerard, I have to ask you, you're from South Carolina. Do you have any friends or family who are in the path of that storm? Have they evacuated?
There's everyone, of course, family-wise, that are in the path of the storm. Most of them have not needed to evacuate. They evacuate by zone. Zone A, the most susceptible folks. I'm sure there are a few folks within Zone A that probably needed to keep a lookout and at least move if they felt that they were in danger. So the good news is that evacuations are not to the full scale because the storm surge is not going to be as high as it was in Florida, but most of them are preparing for the storm.
Yeah, to get to higher ground if they need to. Gerard, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.